It is about time that we actually hand it off to the gentlemen themselves. Here we go with Mega Man 2. Matt Papa.
Hi guys, thank you so much for coming out here at MagFest, and for all you guys on Twitch. It's my absolute pleasure to be here with you guys tonight playing the greatest game of all time, Mega Man 2, joined by two absolutely fabulous gentlemen. To my right, the man responsible for the music you are hearing right now and every other amazing track in this game, Mr. Takashi Tateishi.
皆さんこんばんは。
Good evening, everybody.
こんな近くで会えてとても嬉しいです。
Yeah, it's good to be in the presence of all of you here today.
And then to his right is my man Alex Aniel. He's the man in charge of Brave Wave, and he is going to be providing the interpretation for us here, so I can focus just on two things and not doing Japanese interpretation on top of all of my other jobs.
Yeah.
So he is the MVP of this live stream. So thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're gonna dive right in and let's do it. やりましょうか。
やってみましょうか。
Okay.
Yeah, let's begin.
So, I want to ask Tateishi-san, who should I start with?
じゃあ、最初はどれを
何からは
すればいいですかね。
はじめはエアーマンからやってください。
Airman.
Yeah, why don't
Okay.
you start with Airman?
We're gonna go with Airman. We're gonna go with
にしましょう
Airman.
か。はい。It's Matsumai-san's jingle, right? Yeah. Shout outs to her.
Yes, Masumai-san is the composer of Mega Man 1, who is a fantastic lady. So we're here today. So I guess the first thing I would want to know from you, Tateishi-san, is this is your first MagFest. So what has your MagFest experience been like so far?
で、今回は初めてのマグフェスですよね。今まではどうでしたか？
ここまではこんなに素晴らしいフェスが、開かれていたと初めて知って感動しました。
So this was the first time I learned that a festival like this actually exists, and I've been very impressed with everything I've seen so far.
みんな泊まりなんですよね。
Yeah, everybody's staying here, right?
素晴らしい。
Yeah, it's so
Wonderful.
late. Like in Japan, we don't really have events that go this late, right?
まあ日本にはこういうイベントはなかなかないですね。こんな遅くまでやってるイベントとか。
あとこんなに素敵な場所でやるイベントもないです。だいたいこういうイベントは野外でやってますね。
Yeah, in Japan, we just don't have events like this in places that are as fascinating as the Gaylord.
And so I know you're here with me right now, but have you done any other fun stuff today in your first day?
今日は楽しいことをやってましたか？初日の。
今日は皆さんが、いろんな部屋を訪問して皆さんがこう買い物しているところとかゲームしているところをずっと後ろからニヤニヤ笑って見ていました。
So I visited the various rooms here at MagFest, including the gaming room and the merchandise room. And I've been observing everything, watching people do stuff behind them. And I've just been smiling the entire time because I think it's very amazing.
So now, as I think everyone here at MagFest knows, Mega Man 2 is, I think it really is a game that needs no introduction because it just has that legendary status. So what I want to know is, Tateishi-san, did you know how highly regarded this game is, not just for its gameplay, but for its music too?
ロックマン2という作品はやはり説明しなくてもみんな分かってるはずなんですけれども、で立石さんご自身は個人的にロックマン2の人気を認識していたのですか？最初は
説明しなくてもみんなが分かっているゲームとは思っていませんでしたね。はい。そんなに人気があるゲームだとは思わずに長い間過ごしてきました。
So I had no idea that Mega Man 2 was considered a game that people would consider need no introduction. I had no idea how popular it was until relatively recently.
And so how did you feel like learning of like how that Mega Man 2 is basically like game music royalty, so to speak?
でロックマン2は本当にトップレベルのタイトルになってて、音楽が特にすごく尊敬されてるんですけれども、それに対してどう思いますか？
まあそのことを知ったのも10年ぐらい前なんですね。20年ぐらいは何もそれを知らずに働いていました。
Yeah, I only found out about the popularity of Mega Man 2 about a decade ago. So, given that the game came out 30 years ago, I spent the first 20 years not actually realizing the kind of attention that this game gets.
Well, we're certainly glad you know now.
今知っていただけて嬉しいです。
Okay, so that's Airman's down.
でま
So
クリアしましたね。
any order is fine.
どの順番でも大丈夫ですの
You
で、
don't have to
次の
worry about
Oh,
you don't have to worry about weaknesses or anything.
次のステージは難しくても全然何でもいいから
So
選んでください。
Tell me what song you want to hear next.
どの曲を聴きたいですかこれから。
本当に
Really?
僕もできないのに。
I can't play this game, so I mean.
じゃあ曲として聴きたいのはメタルマンを言ってみましょう
All
か。
right, Metal Man. Let's do
Right,
it.
I think I want to listen to Metal Man's music.
Now, I know you're the guy in charge of the sound, but do you know how powerful the Metal Blade is?
サウンドを担当したんですけれども、メタルブレイドの力を十分分かってますか？
全方向に打てる、全部の方向に。
Are you talking about the one that moves in all directions?
That's right.
それはそうです。はい。
あと貫通強いですね、とてもね。
Pretty strong, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much universally regarded as the best Mega Man weapon to ever exist.
なんか誰でも最高のロックマンの武器だと思ってると思います。は
それもあまり知りませんでした。
い。I actually didn't really know that.
So now, obviously, I know this is 30 years ago at this point, but since you're here with us, I would love to just kind of hear about some of your experiences just working on the game, and not only just the composition, but what it was like, in the office 30 years ago working on this project, because I know it was pretty crazy at some times.
このゲームはもう今の時点では30年前の作品なんですけれども、サウンドはもちろん開発の総合的な雰囲気はどんな感じだったんですかね？
ロックマンの2の開発チームはとても仲が良くって、北村明、稲船、みんな、一丸となって一塊になってファイトしてましたね。
Right, so the development team for Mega Man 2 back in the day, it was a very small but a very tight-knit group, and it included people like the director Akira Kitamura and the producer Keiji Inafune. So everybody on the team was very tight-knit, and they were very close to each other. They formed, quintessentially a circle of people who were working on one game.
That's so cool. So when it was at its busiest, how many people were on the team?
最大何人参加してたんですか？一番忙しい時期
多分
を考えると。
ロックマン2は、6人で3ヶ月か4ヶ月だったと思います。
So at its apex, Mega Man 2's development had a whopping 6 people on it and took a very protracted 3 to 4 months to make.
That is absolutely crazy.
それは本当にすごいですよね。
like working on games and just seeing what games, what goes into game development. Just hearing that, it sounds like a fairy tale, but I know it's true.
マットも今ゲームの開発に参加してるんですけれども、6人で3、4ヶ月っていう話はなんかありえないなと思うぐらい信じられないですね。
でも当時の、ロックマン2の開発チームは全員ロックマン1が大好きだったので、それの次を作りたくて頑張ったっていうことですね。
So everybody who worked on Mega Man 2's development was a huge fan of the first game. So everybody was doing their best to get Mega Man 2 out there.
Okay, I was kind of sweating a little bit there, but we're okay. ちょっと焦ったんですけど。
いろいろ緊張してたんですけれども、やっとできました。
あんなに喋りながらゲームする人は初めて見ましたよ。
This is actually the first time I'm watching somebody talk while playing a game, commentate while playing a game.
It's an acquired skill over many years.
まあだんだん慣れていくスキルなので、はい、何年かかかるんですけど。
Mr. Tateshi, next up on your list.
次はですね、フラッシュマンを聞きたいですね。
Flashman, all right.
もう本当にどこからでもクリアできるのがすごい。
It's amazing how you're able to just clear whatever in whatever order we pick.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, considering that the development of Mega Man 2 was so short and had such a small staff, you have to have some crazy stories, right?
ロックマン2の開発はやはり短期間で少人数で開発されてたんですけれども、なんか面白い思い出とか面白い裏話とか何かありますでしょうか？
会社からは、特に、頑張って作れと言われていなかったので、みんなで、頑張るためにスタッフジャンパーを作りました。スタッフだけのジャンパーを自費で作ってみんなで着ていました。
So when the development team was making Mega Man 2, there weren't any particular requests from, or actually orders from the upper management regarding the game's development. They didn't tell them, they didn't tell us, you got to do your best, you got to make the best game ever. So the team, on its own initiative, decided that in order to feel more motivated toward the development, they all had these customized Mega Man 2 jumper suits made, and that they would wear them during the development of the game, and that would help their motivation out.
So what was the design of your staff jumper like?
ジャンプスーツのデザインはどんな感じだったんですか？
このタイトルと同じのが胸に入っていて、後ろには、スタッフオンリーと書いてあって、もうスタッフしか着ちゃダメだ。
So the front part of the jumper had of the jumpsuit rather had the title screen of the game, like the logo, and the back said staff only.
That's so cool.
すごいですね。
So, one question: should I use his weakness weapon or not?
質問なんですけども、一番弱い武器を使いましょうか、これから。
そんなことできるんですか？
You can do that, really?
すごい。
Wow.
僕は絶対できない。
I
I don't know
definitely
about
wouldn't be able to
that.
do
I don't know
that.
about that.
いや、それ違うかもしれないです。
Let's try Rockbuster. Let's try Rockbuster.
じゃあロックバスターを使ってみましょう。
すごいな。
Wow, that's amazing.
あれ。
Ah. If it gets scary, I'll use Metal Blade.
大変
Uh-oh.
やばくなったらメタルブレード使います。
あれ
Really? Wow.
I gotta practice more.
メタルブレードがすごい武器だとよくわかりました。
Yeah, now I know that Metal Blade is an amazing weapon.
Oh man. So I guess I would imagine since your team was so small, did you have a lot of like crazy late nights at the office during this game's development?
なんか少人数で作ってたんじゃないですかね。仕事がかなり遅くなりましたか？
そうですね。毎日泊まって仕事してましたね。あとそんな急な仕事なのにいっぱい曲にボツが出たので大変でした。
So yeah, because we were such a small team, there were a lot of late nights at the company, and there were times that we had to stay and sleep in the office every day. And despite the fact that this was a project that was dropped on us with a relatively short notice, I ended up making quite a few songs that ended up not getting approved for inclusion into the game. So a lot of these songs got discarded.
Oh my goodness, I would love to hear those someday.
すごいですね。その曲をや やはり聞きたいです。
次のステージは、ワイリーステージ1を聞いた北村明がこれに似た曲を作ってくれと僕にオーダーして作った曲です。
何の曲と似てるんですか？
ワイリーステージの1とを北村明が気に入って、
はい、
これと同じような曲を作ってくれと僕にオーダーした。はい。
Yeah, so one interesting story was that the director Akira Kitamura really liked the music for Wily Stage 1. So he asked,
I think everybody does.
Yeah, みんな好きだと思いますけれども so he asked me to make another song that was quite similar to it.
それがウッドマン。
And
Woodman.
That song would be for Woodman.
All right, let's do it. I'm like kind of listening, like, how is this similar to Wily Stage 1?
よく聞いてます。どうやってワイリーステージ1と似てるのか。
I can kind of see it or hear it, but
や
yeah.
っぱり聞こえますね。ちょっと聞こえます。
Now, for you personally, Tateshi-san, like, was there any certain tracks in this game that you were particularly proud of, or your like personal favorites of yours, or like, yeah, just kind of want to hear about some of your thoughts about some of the tracks in this game.
特に気に入る曲ってありますか？
僕はまだ先ですけれども、実はエンディングがすごく好きです。自分で。
I mean, it'll be a while before we get to listen to it, but I really like the ending theme.
だから早くエンディングまで頑張ってください。
So yeah, you better hurry up and get to the ending.
I will do my best.
頑張ります。
Just gonna shoot his foot here.
皆さんもこのゲームはプレイしているんですかね？
So has everybody played this game before?
Show of hands in the audience. Holy crap.
すごい古いゲームなのに、昔のゲームなのに本当にありがとう。
Yeah, so even though this is quite an old game, thank you all so much for playing it.
Y'all are amazing. You
もう30年前だね。
Yeah, it's been 30 years, right?
yeah, it sure has. Because
12月ですね。
そう。
December 1988.
so was your work on Mega Man 2, was that one of that was in the early part of your game music career, right?
ロックマン2はやはり経歴の割と最初の方の作品ですね。
僕が担当した2作目です。
Yeah, that's right. This game did come early in my career, and it's the second game I worked on.
Oh, it was the second one. What was the first one you ever did?
2つ目なんですか。最初は一番最初は
最初は全然売れなかったんですけれども、マッドギアという、アーケード用のゲームをやりました。
Well, the first game was something that did not sell well whatsoever. It was an arcade game called Mad Gear.
発売されたかどうかもわからなかった。
Like, it sold so poorly, I had no idea if they actually released the game.
I'm sure you internet sleuths out there can probably find it somehow. Maybe give it a listen.
じゃあインターネットで調べてみたら多分わかると思いますね。
Okay, we're gonna try Rockbuster again. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do.
お、
So during your time with the game, like obviously you made the music for it, but did you have to, since your team was so small, did you have to do any other kind of like help or work on the game?
少人数で作っていたタイトルだから音楽以外の仕事もされてたんですか、ロックマン2では。
いや音楽以外はやってないです。だから作曲と効果音ですね。
So yeah, I didn't work on anything for Mega Man 2 except the music and the sound effects.
Oh, okay. So you do all the sound effects too.
QA やってたんでしたっけ？
はい。
QA。
バグチェックとか。
バグチェックとか。
バグチェックはやってましたね。毎日クリアしてました、何回も。
But actually, now that you mention it, I did do QA and bug checking for Mega Man 2. So I actually had to beat the game every day for like a pretty long time.
So, are you sure you're not so good at this?
いや本当に上手くないですか？そしたら
それがでも当時は上手でしたね。
Yeah, I was good back then, but now
So, how long has it been since you've played this game?
前回にやったのはいつ頃ですかね？何年ぶり
あ
になりますか？
これをやるのは多分
ロ
5年とかかな。
Maybe about 5 years?
Oh, that's it. That's less than I thought.
まあ割と最近かな。
その時もちょっとやっても全然ダメでしたね。
But when I actually tried playing it that one time 5 years
なんて
ago, it was
難しいゲーム。
I actually didn't do very well. It's a pretty hard game.
Well, if you want to try a stage, you are welcome to do so. But
もし自分でプレイしてみたかったらぜひ。
もう遠慮しときます。
okay.
I'll refrain
So,
from.
what song would you like to hear next?
じゃあ次に聞きたい曲は
一番初めにですね、可愛い曲をいっぱい作って
Oh.
全部ボツになったんです。で、その後クールな曲をいっぱい作ってゲームに入りました。
So referring earlier to the songs that ended up getting rejected early on, I made a bunch of cute sounding songs at the beginning, and then the director asked me to make cool sounding songs instead, the ones that ended up making it into the game.
で、その時に可愛いキュートな曲で1曲だけ残ったのがあって、それがクラッシュマン。
Ah.
So there was one cute song that I made early on that actually got approved for inclusion into the game. That song turned out to be Clash Man.
Which-
So let's
in-
do that, please.
Did you know in the American version of the game, it's an R, Crash Man, not an L? Did you know that?
ご存知でした？北米版ではクラッシュマンはクラッシュ
なんか L じゃなくて
CRASHMAN になってたんですけれども、日本版は CLASHMAN ですね。
なるほど。
まあ日本語的に発音が一緒なんですけれども、アメリカ人的に、クラッシュっていうか。
なるほど。
Wow, I
知ら
see.
なかった。
I did not know that.
Okay. You learn something new every day.
毎日新しいことを学ぶんですよね。
ワシントンまで来てよかった。
Yeah, I'm glad I came to Washington, D.C.
But yeah, it's interesting that you say that because, like, the vibe of this song still really fits the rest of the tracks, but there is definitely something a little different about it.
なんか没になんていうの、可愛い曲の中でこれだけ
はい。
大丈夫になったっていうのはすごく面白い話ですね。なぜかっていうと、まあ、やはり他の曲と比べるとちょっと違
可愛い。
う感じではあるんですね。Yeah, this is, you know, on the cuter end of things.
No, it really is, and like now that I know that, it makes so much sense now.
だから立石さんの話を聞いて、ああ、わかりました。納得しました。
I love doing this little strategy here. You can just stand here and everything just dies when it hits you.
いや、これがずっとそのプラットフォームに立たせるんですね。なぜかっていうと、立ってるだけで全員殺すんですよね。何もしなくても。
So this was the only cute song that made it, but were there any particular ones that were like you thought would it still really fit the game even though they got rejected?
なんかボツになった曲の中で、なんか入れてもいいんじゃないかなと何か思いましたか？
初めは思いましたけれども、全部作り直した後はやっぱりもうこの曲しかなかったなと。ボツになった時は可愛い曲でいいじゃないかと思ったんですけど、でも作り直したらやっぱり作り直した方が良かったなと思いました。
Yeah, the songs that didn't get picked, I thought they were a good fit for the game initially, but then when I was forced to make new songs that sounded cooler, it turns out that, yeah, actually the cooler direction was more appropriate for the game.
Okay. Now I'm curious to know if because when I think of like the Japanese art and like the box art for the Mega Man, Rockman games, Mega Man has a very kind of like cute aesthetic. but in like the Western like box art and stuff, as I'm not sure if you know, but he has a very not so cute look to him. I was wondering if you knew that.
なんかね、クールとキュートっていう単語を何回か聞いてるんですけれども、日本版と北米版のパッケージデザインの違いって分かりますか？
わかりますわか
日
ります。
本版はかなりキュートな感じにはなってるんですけれども、北米版は
リアルだね。
リアルで
親父みたいな、like he's like
キ
an
ュ
old
ートじゃ
man.
ない親父みたいな感じですね。
だからそういう感じに合わせたのかもしれないですね。
It's quite possible that they were actually trying to go for that in the American version, making Mega Man look cooler and less cute.
Oh, whoops! I want to use
おっと
the Rockbuster. Rockbuster.
使います。
I accidentally used one air shooter.
間違えて別の武器を使ってました。
Ah, messed up.
間違えた。
すごい。
わ
Maybe not doing so good here.
お。うまくいってないのかな。
Okay, air shooter, air shooter, air
じゃ
shooter,
あ
air
シュー
shooter.
ター使って。
前にもこんなことがあったな。
Yeah, earlier the same issue happened, right?
You know, I'm just having so much fun that my skills are suffering.
楽しすぎてスキルがだんだん下がるんですよ。
All right. So we're about to start the next stage, but I just want to give everyone a friendly reminder that all of this that we're doing here today is for our donations to our Child's Play charity. For you guys who do not know, Child's Play is a charity that provides video games and toys to sick children who are hospitalized around the world. 100% of all the donations that we receive during the Mega Marathon go directly to Child's Play, and you know, this is why we're here. This is why we're doing what we're doing. So all of you guys who have been donating and supporting, we very much appreciate it. So I just want to give everyone a friendly little reminder before we continue.
で今回はやはりチャリティーのためにやっていますね。
はい
だからこの生放送の間に募金を集めた金額を 100% なんていうのチャイルズプレイというチャリティーに全部ドネートします。
いや
寄付します。
そういう意味でもこのフェスはとても素晴らしいと思います。はい。
Yeah, I think that's just really a wonderful thing to be doing.
いや
Well, we thank you for coming because I'm sure some of the people watching are here because you are here.
来
So
ていただいて本当にありがとうございます。立石さんが出るからこそ若干お金を集めることができるかと思います。
僕もこれ終わったら寄付しに自分パソコン
Actually, I think I'd like to donate after we're done too.
what a nice guy. Let's give it up for Tatesh. What a good dude. What a good dude.
皆さん拍手ください。
ありがとうありがとう
Thank you so
Okay.
much, everybody.
Okay, so now back to it here. We got 3 bosses left. Who's
あ
it
と
gonna be?
ボス3体ですね。
ロックマンはギターをメインにした曲が多いんですけど、次は、ピアノをイメージして作った曲です。
Oh.
So most of the songs in Mega Man 2 they kind of go with the guitar. They sound like they're being performed with a guitar. But there's one song that actually is more piano oriented,
バブルマン
and that would be
Oh,
Bubble
man.
Man.
The piano bubble man. This is like so interesting. I feel like, like you hear him say that, and you're like,
やはり話を
I
聞
can
く
hear that.
と
Like it makes sense.
聞こえます。
like, like it's like I learned something. Like it was just sitting there for the past 30 years, but you hear him say it, you're like, oh my god, it
な
makes
んか
total sense.
30年まあそういう話を認識してたんですね。でもやっぱり実際に聞くとああ分かりましたはっきりと。
一番初めに浮かんだのがこのトゥタタトゥタタトゥタツタトゥタタトゥタっていうですね
Yeah, the initial melody is what he just
You're not gonna try to
Tried
repeat that one?
singing.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Nice, good thing.
How much interpretation do you guys actually need?
Never hurts, it never hurts. Now, so what made you decide to do a piano theme for this as opposed to all the other ones, something like guitar? What made you decide to do piano for this one?
で他の曲は全部ギターベースなんですけれども、なんでこの曲をピアノベースにしたんですか？
水の中の静かな感じっていうんですか、静かな感じって出すのって難しいんですけど、ギターできててピアノになるとちょっと静かな感じがする。
Well, if you look at this, the composition of the stage, you'll see it all takes place underwater. And I always had this image that underwater is a quieter level than the other ones in the game. And of course, you can't have silent music. That doesn't make any sense. So I decided that maybe going for a song based on the piano would fit that quieter theme better than a guitar-based song would.
でもあんまり静かだとアキラ北村からボッツになるから。
So actually, yeah, if the song was too quiet, Akira Kitamura would have approved of it.
Was he a tough guy to please?
北村さんは厳しかったですか？喜んでもらうのは難しいです。難しかった
アキラ
ですか？
北村。
北村さん、はい。
北村さんは僕同い年なんですけど、彼は僕らから見ても、天才だなというふうにいつもこうリスペクトしてました。だから彼が喜んでくれるなら頑張れるから。
So Akira Kitamura is actually he's the same age as I am, but I really have a lot of respect for him, and I think he is quite frankly a creative genius. So I felt like I had to do my best to make him happy.
I think you did a great job.
うまくよくできましたね。
多分稲船さんもそうだったと思う。
And I think Keiji Inafune is the same. I really respect him a lot.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm like in the zone here.
ごめんなさい、集中してて喋れないです。
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
これいつメタルマンに変わるかと思ってました。いつメタルブレードを使うかと思ってました。今負けそう。
Oh, I thought he was going to have to use the metal blade at some point.
Not this time. Not this time.
今回は使わないですね。
So there's a funny story about this weapon that I know isn't a thing in the Japanese version, but I wasn't sure if you knew. Because when a lot of us Americans and like English speakers played this as a kid, the name of this weapon, Bubble Lead, it's spelled L-E-A-D. And we were never sure if it was Bubble Lead or Bubble Lead. And it wasn't, for me, it wasn't until I played the Japanese version that I realized it's Bubble Lead.
ですね、日本語版は関係ないんですけれども、英語版で言うとこの武器の名前はバブルリードっていうかバブル LEAD になってるんですけれども、 LEAD という単語は2つの発音と2つの意味があってですね、レッドかリード、スペルが一緒なのでどの発音になってるのかよく分からなくて、だから日本語版をプレイする前にずっとバブルレッドという発音だろうかと思ってたんですね。
みんなもそう思ってたんですね。
みんなもそう思ってたんですけれども、でも日本語版を初めてプレイするとカタカナのバブルリードを読んで、
It's lead.
レッドじゃなくてリードなんだと初めて分かりました。
もっと英語をちゃんと勉強してから発売するべきでしたね。
Man, we should have studied English more before releasing the game.
So now I'm legitimately curious for all of you guys in the audience, when you played Mega Man 2, raise your hand if you thought it was Bubble Lead.
じゃあバブルレッドだと思った人は手を今
And if you thought who thought it was Bubble Lead? Wow, so few.
バブルリードだと思った人は若干いますね。
That's so funny. I thought I was maybe just crazy, but nope, I guess not. Or
彼だ
maybe
け
we're
じゃ
all
ないです
crazy.
ね。
Okay, so we got two left.
じゃああと2つ。
Two left.
次はやっぱりこのゲームの中でただ一つベースがメインになっている曲ですよね。
So
Ah.
there is one boss. There's one character in this game whose music is based on the bass.
Based on the bass.
行ってみましょうか。ヒートマンですね。
Heat
Let's
Man.
go for Heat Man.
ドゥドゥダツドゥダツダっていう。
The bass is strong with this one.
やはりベースは聞こえやすいですね。
ファミコンはとてもベースが弱いんですよ。
Yeah, the NES was not really very capable of producing bass sounds.
なので初めは全部のパートを使ってベースをやってるんですよね。初めの全部の3つのチャンネル全部を使ってベースをやってるんですよ。
So yeah, in order to produce a bass sound on the NES, we had to use all three of the system sound channels in order to produce a credible bass sound.
Now, one thing I was always curious about, as you know, making music, you know, back in the, you know, in the Famicom/NES era, since you know it was so much harder to recreate the sounds of real instruments. Did you like? How much did you like make the songs like using real instruments first, like, or how much did you just have to just dive in there and use the sound chips, or did you like write the song for real instruments first and then kind of figure it out how to make it work on the NES?
そうですね、ずっと考えてたんですけれども、どのような順番でロックマン2のサントラを作ったんですか？一番最初は生楽器だけ考えて作ったわけですか？それともファミコンの制限、機能制限を考慮して作ったわけですか？
ファミコンで、まず豪華に聞こえるフレーズを考えてそれを、その豪華に考えるフレーズをいっぱい重ねて曲にしていくという。
So my process for creating the music in Mega Man involved creating a very grand or bombastic or epic melody. Like just one piece
One
of
more
the
try.
melody.
One more try.
I'd make that. And then what I would do is I would layer all the melodies together and make one song out of that based on the NES's capabilities.
だから、メガマンはとても、豪華なフレーズの繰り返しがすごく多いですよね。
So yeah, the Mega Man series tends to have songs where the bombastic melodies are used over and over again.
だから当時はデータが少なかったので少ないデータで
I tried.
Yeah, well, the NES had limited memory capacity, so we had to make use of limited data resources for the music.
I love that. And, like,
それはすごいですね。
that's so cool.
喋ってなくていいですよっていうね。
かっこいいです。Well, you don't have to talk, Matt. It's okay. Focus. We're gonna be here all night if you don't focus.
But like, it's so cool to hear how, like, you know, because nowadays it's, you know, making sound for a game is so different. Maybe we should use item two.
本当にすごいですよ。
We tried.
今ゲーム音楽作るとやはり違うんですよね、昔と比べると。でも、頑張ったんですけれども、
We tried.
やってみたんですけれども。
まあでもこうやって曲だけ聴くとすごく短いんですけどこうやってゲームに入れると十分聴けますよね。
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to the music by yourself, it might sound very repetitive, doesn't it? But actually, in the game, I feel like it comes together as a fully realized song. I feel.
And it's interesting because it's the song you hear many times throughout the game, but I think the boss, you know, the boss battle music really, I think, does such a fabulous job of like making it feel like this is a tough battle ahead.
何回かこのテーマを聞くんですけれども、なんかすごくこの戦いは大変になるだろうという気持ちがちゃんと伝わってくると思います。
このボスのテーマですか？
The boss theme, right?
Yeah. ます。
Thank you, thank you.
So, since we have almost all the weapons from all the bosses, is there a favorite, since you had to play test, is there a favorite weapon you like to use?
ほぼ全ての武器を
はい
拾えたんですけれども、特に好きな武器とか使いたい武器とかありますか？
次のステージですか？
Yeah, any of them, like, amongst like the weapons. Like, since you had to play test so much too, like, was there any weapon you really liked?
まあよくプレイテストもしてましたので、
ヒートマンでこう2発でウッドマンが倒せるのが大好きなんです。
I like Heatman's weapon because it'll kill enemies in 2 hits.
Well, not just enemy, go Woodman
Or
in 2
you can
hits.
kill Woodman in 2 hits. Yes.
It's now in the American version of the game, there's a easier difficulty, and you can kill Woodman in 1 hit.
ワンヒット
北米版ではもっと
イージーモードで
イージーモードがあってウッドマンを一発で倒せるんですよ。
よく燃えるんですね。
He does burn pretty well, doesn't he?
All right, so last of the Robot Master stages, we're going on to Quickman. Is there anything you want to tell us about this track?
じゃあこれからクイックマンをやりますけれども、この曲について何か。
これはアキラ北村から急げっていうのを曲で表してくれ。急ぐっていうことを曲で表せって言われてって悩んで作ったのがこれですね。
Well, for this song, Akira Kitamura told me to make a song that basically tells players to hurry up, be quick, be quick, be quick. And I had a lot of trouble at first, but this is the song that came out of that.
I especially think during the laser parts, I think that really hits home.
レーザーのところは特にそういう雰囲気を感じられるんですね。Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I think for a lot of kids who played this, I'm sure for a lot of adults who play it for the first time too, I think people have the hardest time with this stage. Would you agree? Like, oh my God.
みんなは子供の時にこのゲームをプレイするとこのステージが一番きついかな。
すぐ死にましたね。僕もチェックをしながらよく死にました。
So yeah, you died pretty quickly here, but actually during the QA testing, I died in this stage a lot as well.
You know, I don't think I've died in that part since I was a little kid. I'm not even joking.
なんか子供の時以来このところで久しぶりに死んだかなと思います。
僕は曲をチェックしたいのに死んでしまって曲が最後まで聴けなかった。
Yeah, actually, I really wanted to, check how the music when you die sounds, but I actually wasn't really able to do so until the end of the development. Funny enough.
Let's go.
行きましょう。
Oh my God.
あー死んだ。Oh my God.
This is what we call marathon luck.
Wow.
Things you do normally just fine when you're doing it on a live stream like this. That's the time you mess up.
マラソンの運命という表現があって普段間違えないところを間違えてしまうマラソンをやっている方こそそういう意味ですね
集中って言って邪魔してください。
Yeah, well, please, concentrate.
Oh, I am. Now that's how it's supposed to be done. Okay.
そういう風で正しいですね。
I think it's so funny sometimes, like when you hit the enemy like that, and one of the sound channels cuts out for a second. The songs always sound so different.
なんかその敵をそういう風に倒そうと思えばサウンドチャンネル1音がちょっと途切れるんですよね。
はいはいはいはいそうそうそうそうそうそう
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
All right, so let's say Flashman for him. So I just like to make Quick Man wait.
フラッシュマンでやりましょう。
OK
待たせるのが好きだからですね。
おー素晴らし
Wonderful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
いさあそれでは
Now on to the most, I would say, one of the most legendary game music tracks of all time.
じゃあこれからは全部のゲーム音楽の中で伝説的な曲になっていると思います。
Wily UFO music.
ワイリーの UFO テーマ。
ななななななな
This song, right? Everybody loves this part right here.
みんなこの演出が好きです。
There it is. Now, are you aware how many times this song has been performed, remixed, rehashed, revamped over the course?
この
I just want to know if you realize just really how popular this song is.
まあこの曲が演奏されたりアレンジされたりミックスされたりする回数ってご存知ですか？この曲の人気がちゃんと分かってますか？
いや日本でもこの曲は本当に、いろんな人がこの曲に関しては日本でも本当にたくさんの人がカバーしてくれています。
Well, yeah, and even in Japan, actually, a lot of people love this song, and therefore they're often covering it themselves.
ボーカル曲になって CD で発売されてたりするんですよ。
Yeah, there was actually a CD in Japan that featured this song, but overlaid with vocals.
Really? And that's like an official, like during like when this game came out?
それはカプコンのライセンス商品
そう
でですか？
動画サイトでみんなが歌を作ってそれをカプコンが認可して、ニコニコ動画っていうところで替え歌が曲ができてそれをCD になって発売されて
So yeah, Capcom ended up seeing some of these vocal remixes on a Japanese video viewing website called Nico Nico, and they thought it was so amazing that they wanted to put that on a CD. So that's what they ended up doing.
It's the power of Dr. Wily Stage 1.
やっぱりドクター・ワイリーステージ1の影響力ですね。
びっくりしました。
So surprised.
So I want to know what went into the creation of one of the most legendary game tracks of all time. Like, what was your creative process behind this song?
この伝説的な曲をどうやって作りましたか？
I know I say legendary densetsu, but it's true.
まあでもギターとしか思えないフレーズっていうのを組み合わせていったらこうなったっていう感じですね。
So I really wanted to make a bunch of melodies that you could only do with a guitar. So I ended up making a bunch of them, overlaying them together, and this was the result.
Oh, geez. Here we go. What? Well, you know, I just wanted to listen to the song more.
もう一回聞こうと思います
実は、この曲をもう一回聴こうと思ってます。
That's really why.
それは本当の理由です。
さすが。
Of course.
いやファミコンの音って基本的にピコピコしかないからそれでもギターに聞こえるためにはギターでしかないフレーズをやるしかない。それがもうタカタタカタタタタタタっていうのはもうギターのフレーズだった。
Yeah, so basically the NES audio is basically just a bunch of bleep sounds. So when coming up with the melodies that you can only come up with the guitar, I really had to think about, you know, what kind of melody would go well with that sort of approach, and this is what you get.
Now, amongst like for you personally, is this amongst your favorites in the Mega Man 2 soundtrack, or is it just everyone else loves it more than you do?
個人的にロックマン2のサウンドラの中でこの曲が特に好きですか？
この曲も好きですけど、前はさっきも言ったかもしれないですけど、一番好きなのはエンディングなんですよね。
Yeah, I mean, of course I like all the music that I made in Mega Man 2, including this one, but like I mentioned before, like my favorite would have to be the ending theme. Oh! Wow. That was a close one.
Gotta work that thumb, work that thumb.
エンディングでもう一回最後にメインテーマが出てくるところが自分はすごく好き。
I really like how the ending theme segues into the main theme toward the end.
Now, this song's so good, you get to hear it twice in two stages. Was that on purpose,
この曲
or
は素晴らしくて、理解聞こえるんですけれど、聞けるんですけれども、それはわざとそういう風に設定したんですか？
もうデータがなかったんです。
Well, the real reason is that we just didn't have any space left for additional data.
oh, you ran out of space? Oh.
容量制限だったんです
も
か
う？この辺りになると全然データがなくって前のボスの曲を少しずつ削ってデータを出してきてこの曲を作っただから前の、ボスの曲を全部ちょっとずつ短くしてこの曲を作る。
Oh, so because we were running out of data space, what I had to do was take pieces of all the songs that were discarded in the first pass, combine them into one song, and then I ended up making this one.
It's so like it's just something you would never. It's like it's so interesting because that's a problem you would like really never have to worry about in this day and age, and I find that so interesting.
今の時代では考えられない問題ですね。
この次に流れる曲 BGM があるんですけどこの次の曲はもっとデータがなかったですね。だからもう本当にこの辺りになってくると全然データがなかったですね。
Even for the next stage, we just ran out of data at that point.
今皆さんが写真を1枚撮ると、5メガとかですけどこのゲーム2メガですよね。
That's true.
じゃあ写真1枚撮ったらだいたい5メガ、このゲーム2メガ。
I mean, isn't it amazing that a photo that you could take today will be around 5 megabytes, but Mega Man only is 2 megabytes? Is that amazing?
2メガマン。
Mega Man 2, 2 megabytes.
メガマン1で1メガバイト。あ、
Right, Mega Man 1 was 1 megabyte.
So is Mega Man 3 3 megabytes? So, do you have a favorite Wily stage boss, or like any just like boss character, like in the game? Like not songs aside.
一番好きなワイリーステージかボス教えてください。
あ、そうだな。
Or even just like
あの
any boss character, not just Wily Stage, but
まあどのボスキャラでもいいですね。
やっぱり、メタルマンは好きかな。
I think I like Metal Man in
あ
particular.
の
he's super cool.
日本ではメタルマンは歯医者さんと言われています。日本でここにギザギザがついてるんで、日本でメタルマンは歯医者さんっていう。そうそうそう。
Yeah, well, because Metal Man had this thing on his forehead, people in Japan would call him the dentist.
Because I think that was like maybe I just want to make sure. I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly, but I feel like people here like kind of thought that he was like called like the doctor or like something like that. Like, was that just did anyone else? Was that just me or like did any of you guys out there like call Metal Man like doctor or dentist or something like that? Okay, it's a few of you. There's a few of you.
なるほど。
We're just gonna skip those.
こ
まあ確かにドクターっぽいと思ってる人が若干いますね。
このステージはもう本当にもうデータがなくって1個のフレーズをこう半音ずつこう上げていくだけなの。
So yeah, by the time we got around to making this stage, I really had no space for any additional data. So this song is literally just the same melody playing over and over again at half intervals. It's a looping track.
That's so crazy that like so like if you didn't have the data problem, would this song have ended up differently?
もしデータの容量制限がなかったとしたら、この曲の作り方
はもう全然こういう曲じゃなかったですね。そう。
Oh yeah, this if I didn't have those limitations, this song would be very different from what it
That's
is today.
so crazy.
だからもう同じもう少ないデータでちょっとずつ上げてこうリピートさせていったんですね。はい。だから曲のデータはすごく少ないんですよ。
Yeah, one of the techniques back in the day would be to repeat songs in order to preserve the amount of data that you had available to you.
でももうそれしかできなかったですこの段階では。
So I love this part. It's such a dirty trick if you don't know. It's such a dirty trick if you don't know it's there.
これは本当に、まあ、仕掛けっていうかトリックですね。
Now this boss here is one of my personal favorites, not just because it's so big, but it's just, it's so intimidating and yet it drops like a ton of bricks. It's so weak.
この曲が個人的に好きです。でっかい敵なのにすごい倒しやすいですね。
Just like that.
でもここがクイックブーメランが弱点って分かるまではたくさん死んだでしょ。この武器が効くって分かるまでは多分すごく死んだと思う。
So I guess
That's
you
true.
probably died quite a few times before figuring out which weapon worked against it.
Yes. Definitely.
ありましたこれも。もう本当にデータがないんだなもう。
We really just did
も
not have
う
any
一
data
曲
left.
一曲も作れなかったです。
Like not enough data for just one extra song.
Now, what kind of song like could you describe to us maybe what kind of song you would have liked to have done if you had the room to do so?
じゃあもし容量制限がなかったとしたらまあこんな曲入れたかったなと思いましたか？
でも
当時。
容量制限がなくてももう
Oops.
容量制限がなくてももう制作時間ももうなかったです。
Yeah, I mean, even if we didn't have those data limitations anymore, the fact is we were developing with a deadline in mind, so we didn't have the luxury of time.
So even with extra data, the final products may have turned out the same.
容量制限がなくても最後の作品は多分今と一緒
多分そうです
になる
ね。
と思いますかね。Yeah, I think you're right. Even without those limitations, we would have ended up making the same game.
I still genuinely believe that it is a miracle that that you guys were able to make this game in the short time frame and small staff that you did. I think it is genuinely a miracle of gaming history.
これはこのゲームは短期間で少人数で作られたっていうことは本当に奇跡
あ
だと思います。ミラクルです。
北村明は天才だったんですけど、その天才の才能がすごくよく表されたのがこの2だったと思います。
I think Akira sorry, not Yamaoka. Akira Kitamura-san is a genius, and I think this level is evidence of that.
Is this one of your personal favorite levels?
このレベルも特に好きですか？このステージ。
よく考えてあると思います。
Yeah, I think a lot of people do feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of dirty tricks. The traps in this stage are like if you know them, like I know all of them, so it's a little different. But I think the first time you play this stage, it really is it's a completely different experience.
そうですね。このレベル、このステージを十分に理解しているので、僕には問題ないんですけれども、でも確かに仕掛けとかって難しいじゃないですか。
はいはいはい。いやもう本当に難しいですよね。
It's really hard, yeah.
Almost at the end of this stage, but
もうそろそろ終わりそうですけど、このステージ。
Now, in this stage coming up, I learned in my adult life that you can beat this without dying. But when I was a kid, I used to think this next boss, you had to die and refill your energy and come back to finish it off.
このステージですね、本当に難しくて、一度死んでヘルスを回復しないとクリアできないなと思いました。
一回も失敗できない。
子供の時。
そうだ。
Indeed.
I want to miss this shot. Okay, that's one. Yeah, because you cannot shoot another crash bomber until the one on screen disappears.
でクラッシュボンバーを撃てないですね。画面に出てるやつが消えないまで。
そうそうそうそう。
Oh, I don't want to use an E-tank, but
いい。
he gave me his blessing, so he gave me his blessing, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
いいって言ってたからやりました。
Normally I don't like to, but
普段使わないんですけれども。
本当かな。
Really?
Maybe I don't like to use it. I don't like it.
使うのが好きじゃないですきっと。
But maybe more times than not I need to for this one.
でもこの戦いだとやはり使っちゃうこともあるんですよね。
I think I need to go from. Let's let him shoot. Come on, here we go. Can I get up there? Can I get up there? Can I get up there? We can.
届くのかな。
There we go. There we go.
すごいよかった。これね一回失敗するとね後が大変。
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you failed at this part, it would have
You
been
have to
pretty...
go. It's a very long way back.
Oh God.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I thought you had to destroy all the walls,
そうそう。
die, refill your life, then come back and shoot the cannons.
もういろんな特殊武器をいっぱい使ってくださいって。
So yeah, you had better end up using all your favorite weapons.
Okay. So, which one should I do first? You can pick any one you
じゃあ
like.
どれが一番最初にやればいいですか？
ここから行きましょう。
Okay, so we do
Let's
top
go there.
right. Top right. It's Flashman. And everybody and their mother is weak to Metal Blade. So. You go in a circle. Uehidari, top left?
So.
Okay. Oh, it's Heat Man. All right. Let's give these weapons a workout.
ヒートマンですね。
あ、すごい。そうだそうだ。
Boink. Boink.
あ
Boink. Boink.
あーそうだ。
I love
Wow,
dropping
I
the
see.
bubbles on his head. It's
そう
so
だったそうだっ
satisfying.
た
All right.
え
Middle right, middle right. Now, I think this is who I think it is. Yes,
ー
okay.
あー
Now, I think most of you know about this trick. But did you know Metal Man is weak to his own weapon?
これはトリックなんですけれども、メタルマンは自分の、武器に対して弱い
はいはいはい
ということが分かりましたか？
これはアキラ北村が目には目を歯には歯をってわかるか歯には歯が強いっていうふうに言ってました。そのアキラ北村のトリックです。そうこのメタルマンがメタルマンに弱いっていうのはアキラ北村の仕込んだトリックなんですよね。
Yeah, I think the fact Metal Man's weak against his own weapon is something that Akira Kitamura came up with.
Okay, that's such a cool trick. Because as far as I know, I mean, some of you guys who know more about Mega Man than me maybe can correct me, but I think that's the only case of that in the Mega Man series that I'm aware of.
ロックマンシリーズの中でここだけそういう仕組みになってますよね。
そうそうそうそう
私の知ってる範囲では。
All right, so where should we go next?
じゃあ次は、
and right
Here?
Alright.
Okay.
lower
You
right.
get some English practice. Some English practice. That's good.
英語を練習してください。ぜひぜひ。
そうだったそうだった
Yes, that's right.
All
That's
right.
right.
Next one.
and left
Okay.
Lower left.
おあ
Get to use your favorite. Use your favorite. That's one. And two.
あ
1と2で終わりです。
はいミドルレフ
Okay.
Middle time.
あ
Mr. Airman. Let's get that leaf shield to work out.
あああ
Come on.
知らなかった
All right.
I
Left
didn't know
or
you could do
right?
that.
Left or right?
左か右か。
ライ
Right. Okay. Why not?
わあ
Whee! All right, and last but not least,
あ
the
あ
Piano Man.
そうだ Yes
All right. Okay. Now, to the big man himself, Mr.
次
Wiley.
は大ボスのワイリーです。
Crack the knuckles.
準備
All
しま
right.
す。
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, come on. Yeah.
あ
Whew.
Wow.
How scary, how scary.
怖かったです。
ーすごいうまい案外ゲーム上手ですね
No, no, no,
You're
no.
quite good at this game.
Now, since you said all that stuff about running out of data, is that the reason why there's no song here?
あーこれは北村明の演出です
Oh.
でこの このステ
曲が
ージに
入ってない
曲がないんですよね。で That was something that Akira Kitamura came up with.
Okay, so this wasn't part of your data problem.
データ容量制限は関係ないですか
関係ないそうそうでも
Nothing to do with that.
でもこれに曲がないと聞いてほっとしましたそう
Oh yeah, so actually when I heard that there wasn't supposed to be a song in this stage, I was actually pretty relieved.
Really? Okay. You didn't want to make a song for this stage?
でこのステージに曲をあんまり作れなかったですか？
あ
作りたく
の
なかったですか？
もうデータがなかったのでもう新しい曲は
Well, yeah, there was a data problem, but yeah, the design was deliberate as well.
だからアキラ北村からBGM なしで行くって言われた時にこうちょっとほっとしたっていう
Yeah, so when Akira Kitamura told me no song for this, I was like, oh, yes.
あ
Yeah, I mean, it does a really amazing job of making you feel kind of like anxious and nervous.
Yeah. なんかちょっと緊張するんですね。
さあどうかな
音楽がないから。
It's bubble time. Aliens don't like water.
まあエイリアンは水好きじゃないですよね。嫌いですよね。
Here we go. Oh. I'm not off to a great start, but that's okay. Gotta get my. Oh my goodness. All those times I practice stage, this is what it's all about. This is this one right here. Oh man. Ah, crap. It's okay, we're good, we're good. I do not want to use an E-tank under any circumstances. Ah, no. Oh, jeez. One more. Come on.
One shot.
Eat it.
Oh yeah
That I've beaten this game over 100 times in my life. That was the most nerve-wracking alien fight I've ever had.
100回以上このゲームをクリアしてるのに、今回は一番難しかったですね。
まあ喋りながらですからね
But it was also the most satisfying.
でも一番満足してるプレイな
素
ので。
晴らしいありが
It
と
was
う
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. This was so much fun. This is so much fun. Like,
本当に楽しかったです。本当に。
here's your favorite song.
いやで最後はデータがなかったからもう2チャンネルしかないこの曲ね
Well, for this song, we just didn't have any data left, so this only uses 2 of the NES's sound channels.
もう普通は3つ入ってるのが2つしか入ってない
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So-
normally music has 3 sound channels on the NES, but we just could only use 2 at this point.
So can I tell you a funny story? When I was a kid, I always wondered, why is it raining quick boomerangs? Because I did not know what cherry blossoms were until much later in life.
子供の時になんでブーメラングが落ちてくるんですかね雨じゃないですかでもその時やはり桜っていうものはあんまり
そっかチェリー
全
ブラスター
然知らなかったので
なるほどね
I see, wow.
Was I the only? It's all my fellow Americans. Please tell me I'm not the only one who wondered why they were quick boomerangs. Thank you. Bless.
ブーメランだと思ってた人は若干いましたね。
それとはワシントン DC に見に行ってもらえれば、はいワシントンに植わってますよね
Yeah, you have to go to Washington D.C. to look at the cherry blossoms, the sakura.
Well, Tateshi-san, again, thank you so much for joining me on stage today.
あ皆さんも夜遅くまでありがとうございました
Like,
どうもありがとうござい
So
ます
thank you everybody for being here as well.
It was. Yes, take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow. You deserve it. You deserve it.
ぜひぜひ。